welcome back to my channel. Since Valentine's Day is really pretty much around the corner, today I wanted to show you a simple makeup look that you could do if you are going out, if you just want to get dressy for yourself, whatever the case may be. I hope that today's video can kind of inspire you. I think I want to go into like red tones, burgundy tones. The look that I'm going for is kind of inspired by the Make You Mine video from Madison. There's just a certain image that I connect to that video. She wears a navy blue like cheerleader outfit. Her makeup looks kind of deep but not too deep, and there are some red tones on her lips, like brownish red tones, and it's just like the entire vibe from Make You Mine from the video that is kind of, you know, seductive. It's just such a good video, and I feel like this makeup look today is kind of inspired by just the vibes that I get from that video. So without further ado, let's jump into this. I usually don't wear foundation, but on certain occasions, on certain days where I just want to perfect my skin a little bit, I would. And today is one of those occasions. I'm using the L'Oreal Perfect Match foundation. I feel like depending on the country that you're in, depending where you get it, it has a different name. Like I think in America this is called the True Match and not the Perfect Match. I don't really know why they changed their names around so much, but I'm in the shade 1N, which is a neutral undertone foundation. I think I could have gone a shade darker, but I use this so sparingly. If I need to darken it, I'll use just a bronzing drop in it. I'm going to mix this with my moisturizer because even when I wear a foundation, I don't want it to be too intense. I just don't like that. Oh, and before we start, I have prepped my lips beforehand with the Essence the Super Peptide Lip Treatment. Really solid lip treatment, lip balm type of thing. Helps to keep my lips not only glossy, but they also feel pretty hydrated. I put foundation and cream on my ring finger and I kind of messily tried to mix it together. In a perfect world, I would actually mix my foundation with my sunscreen, but my sunscreen is pretty much empty. So I'm trying to save it. And I start by just placing it on my skin. This way it's not going to be too much coverage. It's going to be pretty natural. Even though it doesn't look like much, I feel like when I do this step, it just at the end of the entire makeup makes everything look a little bit more, you know, more unified. Next, I'm going to neutralize and conceal my under eyes. To neutralize my under eyes, I always use the Catrice Under Eye Brightener. I really enjoy this. And on top goes the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, just a little bit, because this truly does go a long way. It's pretty pigmented, so I don't need a lot. Put it right here. Since I have kind of combination skin, I don't like to use powder like around my nose or my chin. I do set my under eye very lightly, and I also apply whatever is left on my brows because I don't really like shiny eyebrows. Since I'm going for a more red toned look, I wanted a bronzer that also kind of mimics that undertone, I guess, which is why I picked the NYX Buttermelt bronzer. This is in this shade All Butted Up, and in general, I feel like this NYX Buttermelt bronzer line is pretty rosy tone. You can even use this as a blush. So today this is my bronzer pick. I'm using a fluffy brush from Essence, and this is so soft, blends out everything like a dream. I prefer to start lightly and then add as I go before I have too much bronzer on. And for the blush, I'm using the NYX Buttermelt blush. This is in the shade Back and Butta, which is a very deep rosewood color. It's very deep, it's extremely pigmented. I have to be so careful when I use this. So if you have a deeper skin tone, I think this is a really nice blush for you. It's just that I'm so fair, so I have to be a little bit more cautious, but it's so pretty nonetheless. With this blush, I really do prefer to start slow, because if you apply too much, then it's too late. See? It deposits so much color. Oh gosh. something a little bit out of plan happened. I was not able actually to blend this out nicely today. I think my skin was too sticky and this just grabbed onto every little area. I had to wipe it down quite a lot. My cheeks were looking a bit patchy. It's not the blush's fault, it's just that I didn't have the best base for it. So I will use a liquid blush alternative that I enjoy a lot. It's kind of like the same type of shade, but I know that this will blend out, hopefully, a lot better. This is the Essence Baby Got Blush Liquid Blush in the shade 20 Blushin' Berry, so let's go in with this one instead. It's really pretty much the same thing, so let's blend this out. I don't know what is going on today. I think it's just my skin because I have rubbed it down so much with a tissue and everything is patchy right now. I am so unhappy because I was so excited to film this video. I had a vision in my mind and now it's just not turning out how I want it to look, and I'm really sad right now. I don't know how my cheeks are looking on camera. They don't look the best right now. I apologize. Again, it's not the makeup's fault. I use this so often and I love it. My face is not doing these products justice today. I'm gonna just keep going. Maybe this will in the end look fine. I'm going to add a powder blush that I know is just very forgiving and it will always work on me. I think it could help to smooth out the situation. It is the NARS blush in the shade Deepthroat, which is a very pretty pink color. I wanted to go for red tones. I mean, I do have like a red tone base, but I'm just applying the tiniest amount of this in hopes that it makes everything look a little bit more soft. To make everything blend, I guess, even more together, I'm going to use a powder highlighter. This is the REM Beauty highlighter in Miss Mercury, and I'm applying that onto the tops of my cheekbones. I hope that this will just distract a little bit from the patchiness and unevenness that's going on today. And I'm also applying that onto my nose. I curled my lashes so we can move on to the eyes now. So first I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Bite Size Eyeshadow Quad in the shade Cream and Sugar. And I'm using the second shade. And I'm applying that onto my, I would say, inner half of the eye as well as my tear duct. Now I'm using the Maybelline Cream Shadow, the Tattoo 24 Hour something. This is in the shade On and On Bronze, which I think gives the perfect amount of depth and bronzy brown color. And I'm applying this into the outer part of my eye. A little bit into the crease, just a little bit. Not extending it too much, just to add the most smokiness right here. Now I'm lining my eye with the Essence Blend and Line eyeshadow stick. This is in the shade Full of Beans. And I'm adding a little bit of that into my waterline. Since I have round, kind of big eyes, I don't like applying shadow onto like my lower lash line. I feel like that rounds my eye even more. So I prefer to add just a little bit into my waterline if I was going to do lower lash makeup, which I usually don't. It's so unlike me, I feel weird. I'm just quickly taking my little brush and the darkest color from the e.l.f. Quad and going over the line and doing a very soft little wing. Finishing the eye with a little bit of mascara. If you desire, you could use falsies. I never use falsies. I'm not really good at it, and I don't know. I just never really got into them, so I'll just use my mascara. Oh, which is the Maybelline Sky High Waterproof. Now for the brows, I'm going to fill in a few of the gaps, especially with a more heavy eye like this. I know this is not the heaviest eye, but I'm just saying. I feel like if I apply only the gel, it could a little bit naked. So I think I'm going to just fill in a few spots. This is the Peri Para Speedy Skinny Brow Eye Pencil, and I have the shade Gray Brown. So this is a very teeny tiny little pencil. And I'm adding my brow gel, which obviously is my got-to-be glued for brows and edges. My favorite, it's so good. Now to finish everything, we're going to move to the lips. I'm going to take off the lip treatment that I have on right now. The lip liner of choice for today is the NYX lip liner in the shade Mahogany Coca-Cola Red Brown color. It's more red than brown, to be honest, but it's a beautiful shade and I think it would go very well with the rest of this look. It's also not too burgundy, it's literally perfect. And to finish with the red theme, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil in the shade Jam Session, which is this beautiful deep burgundy color. It's a really pretty color, it gives a natural just flush and tint. And obviously since I'm using a lip liner, it's a little bit more intense than it is on its own. This is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me, even though today really what did go well. It was such a mess. I hope that this was still somewhat inspiring in terms of the color idea and vision. I don't know. If you did enjoy it, give me a thumbs up. Make me feel a little bit better about this. And I really hope to see you in my next video, which I hope will not be as chaotic as this one. Until then, please take care. Bye.